FIA slammed by human rights group over rule against Lewis Hamilton and F1 driver protests. The FIA is under fire from a human rights group over the new rule banning Formula One drivers from unapproved protests on race weekends. In recent times, drivers have been free to make gestures to highlight social injustices. Lewis Hamilton and Sebastian Vettel are the more active drivers in this regard and have regularly used the platforms as such, while other drivers have also been involved. But, in a controversial move, races will no longer have that automatic right. The wording of the regulations has been changed, meaning anyone who wants to protest must gain permission to do so in advance. The FIA has defended the move, claiming it brings its rules in line with other major sporting organizations such as the IOC and FIFA. Its critics have blasted the chance to the International Sporting Code and see it as a move to suppress the right of drivers to protest. The Bahrain Institute for Rights and Democracy, BIRD, is among the critics of the move. In a letter to FIA President Mohammed Ben Sulayem, seen by Mirror Sport, the organization has pleaded with the governing body to end disastrous FIA policy of suppressing F1 drivers' voices. In the letter, BIRD director Syed Ahmed Al-Waidi raised his concerns over a threat to free speech. He wrote, "The FIA's recent move is clearly targeted at drivers like Lewis Hamilton, who has used his platform to express support for Black Lives Matter and human rights in countries with problematic human rights records, including Bahrain and Saudi Arabia." Throughout his career, none of the statements Lewis Hamilton has made can be considered any more political than the decision by the FIA to withdraw from racing in Russia in the last season due to its invasion of Ukraine. In your own statement last year, you condemned the Russian invasion and expressed sadness and shock for victims in Ukraine. While I applaud this statement, it is clearly a political one. If you do not believe this can be considered political, it is unclear what is. F1 drivers must be allowed to enjoy the same rights as you, the FIA, are to freely express their moral stances. Al-Waidi rounded off the letter by asking for a response from the FIA within 14 days. If that does not happen, BIRD has threatened to escalate this matter further to the appropriate authorities, including the United Nations.